See, that didn't save. Yeah, it did not save. Oh, that's infuriating. There we go. I don't know why it didn't save. Well, I fixed it. That's all that counts. That's all that counts. Alright, let me go finish this. Alright. Solid, proper cup of tea. All right. Okay. Let's get going. I gotta paint. So we'll do. Let's see. What am I gonna do? We're gonna do this, right? Let's move you a little bit. Um, I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't he put it on the turret? I think it would look better on the turret anyway. Yeah. Like I said, I think it would look better on the turret, and then it wouldn't be cutting them in the doorway. Yeah, I think it would look better on the turret, and then I have the missiles on top. I mean, because it's supposed to sit here. That's where they're supposed to sit. It's either the auto cannons or the volley guns. And they sit right right by the door. I don't see why they would sit right by the door. I think they would look better on the turret. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna make them sit on the turret. Um, how much do this chainmail's? Ooh, not a whole lot. Chainmail's. Oh, quite a bit. Okay. And we're gonna listen to some music. And you can chew. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole to the ground. Oh, dig a hole in the meadow. Aye, them fascists down. No size feed those fascists. Virgin town. Well, in the furrow. The bombs raining down. Hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the railroad ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. Gonna lay them fascists down. Dig a hole in the meadow. Hole in the meadow, cold ground. A hole in the meadow. Lay the fascists down. Hi, Mark. Doing well. I am doing well. We're focusing on a Turox today, and we're going to be finishing up the tanks. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm doing well, Mark. upside down, so goodbye every day. Oh, damn deck to play. Torox time, yes it is. Down, smoking the bars every day. Good man saying the hardest card is world damn deck to play. Down, smoking fire, worse every day. Hardest part is damn deck to play. The whole damn deck to play. Breaking down my hunting infested boy, a band of liches instead. Oh, okay. Hunting infested boy band liches instead. I'm so confused. What game are you playing? New Warframe expansion. Oh, okay. All right. You travel back in time to 1999. Techno-infested or organic infestation turned technology into sentient monsters. Predominant boy band era. O-line online into slavering monsters. Oh, okay. Good to know. Maybe want a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries. Why the hell do I work so hard? About the problems, I can take 'em when I'm gone. One, here comes the two, to the three, to the four. Another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the shape of sheet on it. Explain how we got here. Requires about 12 years of backstory. Oh, okay. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Oh Lord. Do this shit again. Oh Lord, one. Here comes the two, to the three, to the four. Another round, we need plenty more. Two stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Shot of whiskey. Renee and Jack Daniels got a Hixie. Body downtown near Fifth Street. At the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. It's constantly evolving. Enough to keep my interest at any rate. Oh, okay, oh, good. Well, I'm glad. I never really got into Warframe. I know people have played it, and I know that it's a fairly decent game to play. Uh, but yeah, I never really got into it. Oh man, it has a learning curve for sure. Oh my love said to me, will you meet me by the sea? Underneath the misty moons. She is stunning, she is pretty, she's as warm as amber whiskey. Yes, a heather on the hill. When I was a young boy, my mother said to me, find yourself a pretty lass who'll take your love for free. Feels of how fell me to the shores of Loch Lurry. Know that she's the only one for me. Will you meet me by the sea? Kiss me underneath the misty moons. She is stunning, she is pretty, she's as warm as amber whiskey, funny as a heather on the hill. Love. She is stunning, she is pretty, she's as warm as amber whiskey, funny as a heather on the hill. Was dancing by the fire as a piper played a tune. She wrapped her arms around me and she asked if you're my groom. A drum of amber whiskey and a twinkle in her eye, beneath a Caledonia sky. Oh, my love said to me, you meet me by the sea. Kiss me underneath the misty moons. She is stunning, she is pretty, as warm as amber whiskey, as bunny as heather on the hill. She's as warm as amber whiskey, and as bunny as a heather on the hill. Wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. As your time for you is worth saving, should you really start swimming or you sink like a stone? For the times they are a-changing. Writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and don't your eyes wide, your chance won't come again. And if you soon for the wheels still in spin, there's no telling who that it's gleaming. For the loser now will be later to win. For the times they are a-changing. Senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall. For he who it's hurt will be he who is stalled. The battle outside raging will soon shake your windows and rattle your walls. The times they are a-changing. Gatherers and goddess throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your world is rapidly raging. Please get out of the new one if you can lend your hand. Oh, the times they are a-changing. It is drawn, the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, and the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly shading. In the first one now will later be last, for the times they are changing. Oi. is gonna take their leave and go.
Nope. Hi. Sorry. No, I'm still here, Nami. Thank you for the raid. Thank you very much for the raid, Nami. I'm still here. I just had to go to the bathroom and get some water, and I'm making more tea. All right. Hail, Britannia. Oi, hi, Nami. How was your stream? Brought a raid. Oh, you did. You did bring a raid. Oh, my lord. Hi. Well, thank you for the raid. We're building a Torax. Or we're painting a Torax, I should say. Said he was. Good. Got the first batch of guards. Good. Shatters. There we go. We did an auto cannon. The Sentinel. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. That's pretty funny. The AT, the ATST. I mean, that's what it was kind of loosely modeled off of. Letters. Nothing now. Love letter. Yeah, I want to mod mine. That can be either scout or armor, depending on what I want to run. Well, if you're gonna do that, hold on. While we're talking about modification, let me actually pull the schematics. Haha.
All right. So the lighter version has the struts, right? Whereas the armor one has the canopy, the armored canopy. So what you could probably do is put the canopy, cut the struts in the free from the canopy, and have the canopy, I don't know, maybe magnetized with the struts, and then you could just have the Sentinel not have the canopy, the roll bars of the canopy. That's what I would suggest. Let me go check my tea. It is whistling. Ah. But yeah, that would be my suggestion: is have the canopy and the armored part together. Don't glue it on to the actual piece, and then when you want it, have it magnetized somehow. Oh, that's what I did. I used the bars to reinforce the canopy. Figured it's guardsmen. They don't need safety features. Yes. Yeah. Basically, they don't need safety features. Who needs safety features? Oh, oh, my ears. I feel like I need to pop them. They give me that like tinny pressurized feeling. You know, like how if you go up a mountain, your ears kind of like pop and have this pressure. That's what I feel right now. I don't know why. I'm not like blasting my music. So Krieg Guardsman then. Krieg just don't care about safety. No, Krieg care about safety. They don't care about survivability. You cannot die for the Emperor if you don't get on the battlefield. They care about safety. They just don't care what happens on the battlefield after you get there. They're very meticulous. You can't die for the Emperor if you suffer a workplace accident. You can't die for the Emperor if you can't die. And Catachan are just every 80s action hero action movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. But realistically, the cat Krieg's worst fear. Am I a perpetual? What? Wasn't there a perpetual from Krieg at one point? Like within the Emperor's repertoire? Or retinue, I should say? Like, or was it Cadia? I forget. There was like a named planet, and there was a perpetual, like one of the sigillites. Of course, this is before Krieg turned into an irradiated hellscape. Olenius Pius, wasn't it? I don't think he was Krieg though. I don't think he was either. I know Olenius Pius was a perpetual. Well, let me correct myself. He was retconned as a perpetual. He was just a normal guardsman. I knew him before he got retconned. I can't remember. Ah, that was one retcon I don't like. Facts. Facts. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. Ah, good lord. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my ears, but it feels like they're pressurized. Like I know the body is negatively pressurized, but for some reason, oh my lord, that's annoying. Anyway, um, made his impact way more important when he was just a human. Yeah, no, 100%. Like I get why they retconned because they had to. They were really fleshing out all the Horus Heresy, and it just made. Ooh, hello. We switched to desktop too. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. It just like I said, it made sense that they did it kind of because it was just like, oh well, you wouldn't just have you know uh, Joe Schmuckatelli, you know, running around with the Emperor's clique without it being, um, without it being like quote unquote, important. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Nami. Had an ad right when you were talking. Ah, no. Also stop. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to. There's a response I have to make. Let's see. Anyway, sorry. Had to respond to somebody that clearly needed a civics lesson in the checks and balances of the American government. Because apparently people don't seem to understand that the judiciary can block the executive or prevent the executive branch from carrying out things deemed unconstitutional. But, that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to go get my tea. In theory, yeah, well, I I can't say anything more. I can't pontificate on that particular subject right now as much as I would like to. You gotta remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. Morons. Ah, blazing saddles. uh, oh, strong feelings are such my sweet summer child. Strong feelings are an gross understatement. That line rings true nowadays. Yeah, who thought that a lampoon would be so topical? Oh, my lord. Speaking about oh, let me switch back over to the actual. There we go. Speaking about lampooning, Idiocracy was supposed to be a cautionary tale, not a playbook. Dang it! I forget what library it was, but they had put up a sign, and it said,
And obviously it had The Handmaid's Tale, Hunger Games, um, uh, a few others, right? A few other books of note, dystopian books, right? 1984, um, a few others, and it goes and there's a sign on top of it, on top of this book stand. It says, "Due to recent events, these fictional pieces are now considered current events." Or like these fictional pieces are now considered possible, um, possible nonfiction. We have yet to categorize. Oh man. All right. Back. It's my third cup of tea. Oh my! I don't know what I did wrong. I think you know what? It might be the contrast. It has to be. There's no other explanation. Well, let's not make medical assumptions. Just it's this ear. This ear is a lot more whatever than this one. This one occasionally. Yeah, I have no idea why it's doing that. All right. There's a moment. Sooner or later it's over. I just wanna miss you tonight. I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. Everything feels to be broken. Just want you to know I am. And everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. Me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken,
Just want you to know who I am. Cause I don't think that they'd understand. God, I love this song. All right. Golly. Oh man, that's what I don't like about the one thing I don't like about tea is that if you want to sing, especially if you put milk in your tea, it gums up your voice a little bit. Which is why, fun fact, well, kind of not fun fact, a little bit depressing. The lead singer from um, Disturbed, he protects his vocal cords so much that he doesn't go out and party with people after he sings, after he does his concerts. Like he I think at one point he was like, "Yeah, I live like a monk. I just after I sing, I just I I rest." Like he avoids certain foods, he avoids certain drinks. He protects his vocal cords like super much. There's a few singers like that. Yeah, I know, but I never thought about it. Like I forget where I saw it. I think it might have been on YouTube actually, where he was talking about how he sings and like how his very strict regimented, you know, what he eats, when he eats it, how he drinks, what he drinks, when he drinks. It's super like I was shocked. Like I know that foods and drinks and certain aspects of foods and drinks can affect your vocal cords. I didn't think it was that much that it affected a professional singer. It blew my mind. Just and now that I'm thinking about it, uh I can kind of understand what they're saying. It's not that I doubted them. I just like I never put two and two together. So when they talked about it, I was just like, oh, or you know. But it is kind of upsetting that you can't like party with your buddies after a very long concert. You know the quote unquote rock star life. But then again, I can't blame them because it's like that's how you make your money. And then there's young Ozzy. Oh yes, let us talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Ozzy Osbourne. The man that literally did every drug known to man and then some. The literal patron saint of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Ooh, actually, let me take that back before I give him undue credit. Would it be appropriate to say that he was the patron saint of sex, drugs, and rock and roll? Or would we give that crown to Freddie Mercury, the patron saint of sex, drugs, and rock and roll? Mmm. Put that in the chat. Ooh, can I create a poll? Let's see if I can't create a poll. Oh, I can. I can. I can create a poll. Ooh, let's do this. I'm going to use a poll for the first time. Ooh, let's go. Let's see. Oh, what's another? Who's another like good or like rock and roll like bad boy icon? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm still amazed that Keith Richards is still not alive, but actually doing. Keith Richards, that's another one. That's another bad guy. That's another like does it. Hold on, hold on. Now let's see. Let's see. Lenny, yeah. Well, I'm thinking more Axl Rose. I'm thinking more Axl Rose. Yeah, we'll do that. Bam. There we go. There's the poll. Vote. Vote for me. To be fair, Lenny was the only person who couldn't drink Aussie. I just like the reason why I think Freddie Mercury is because that man was historic, notorious for just the amount of partying he did. You missed Bowie. But Bowie wasn't rock and roll, was he? I thought he was like alternative or like hair metal. Like wasn't he like kind of within that niche? Early pop rock. Yeah, you see, I just like who apparently lived off of cocaine and jars of olives for a while. My God, that's historic. It depends on what Bowie era you're talking about. It's I guess he would be rock and roll, but like very like I don't I see him more as alternative only because he pushed the boundaries of rock and roll a lot. Like yeah, early pop rock like that I think he was more that. Especially when he was being Ziggy Stardust. You know what I mean? Like when that was his role, um I like that's why I don't think of him as pop as rock and roll. Not that you're wrong. I mean, he did do rock and roll songs. What was it? But if you look at say the stuff he did with Lou Reed and the side project Tin Machine, it's pretty much rock and roll as you get. No, that's true. I know Ozzy was a literal mutant and his body had a weird gene for processing alcohol, but he was as much about the theater of it as music gets, despite being a bloody musical genius. No, like I said, I think honestly there are some really good artists that I mean the poll could only let me create so many names, so that's those are the names that I got. But um, but for me, uh, I think it's got to be Freddie, has to be Freddie. Um, because you get you. I realize, and it's a and it's a hard vote. I think it's Freddie. I want to say it's Freddie. Not that I don't think. I mean, Ozzy Osbourne did so many drugs, but also Ozzy Osbourne did a lot of like before death metal was metal. You know what I mean? Like he was rock and roll, but he was also metal. Like you want to talk about metal, you have to have a conversation with a lot of people. Like classic metal is, I would say, Ozzy. Freddie does have one of the prerequisites to be a saint. He really does. I mean, was he canonized? Was he actually canonized? Like, did someone canonize him? Or are you just saying that as a general? I would say Ozzy is more the patron saint of metal. Okay, all right. No, I knew before he died he was recognized for his efforts during the AIDS epidemic. Like that was like his last big show. Um, I think it was the Queen that recognized him. I don't know if he received a knighthood from it, but maybe it was retroactive, which is funny because it's like, it, yeah, but it was secular recognition for the most. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is funny because Queen got recognized by the Queen. Ah, makes my brain tickle. Oh, he was posthumously given the blue. I'll give him my vote because I don't know about meeting the criteria for sex. He was posthumously given the blue plague by the royal family, which means that his his home is a historical landmark. Oh, I did not know that. Blue plaque. I'm amusing. I'm assuming. Yes, blue plaque. Blue plaque. Not blue plague. I'm pretty sure it's blue plaque. Yep. Yeah, autocorrect be getting everybody these days. Freddie Mercury. It's basically we aren't knighting him, but we recognize his contributions for the world. Freddie Mercury with 3 votes. No others. No others came close, which is yeah. I mean I think we all gathered consensus. Yeah, actually, you know who would know? You know who would actually like really know? Who like the patron saint of sex, drugs, and rock and roll? It's my wife. My wife is a die-hard rock and roll slash metalhead. Oh my God, she would know. She's asleep right now, but she would know. Freddie's the only one who covered all 3 aspects, and then some. like I said, he was the only one who rented a famous hotel because he ran the island of Ibiza for a week during his birthday, and he was famous. Spent a lot of money as a parties at his house. Well, most people do that now. Okay. I don't know what I want to do the grill. I don't know if I want to keep it black or if I want to do it silver. I'm still debating on what I want to do with that. That is that I've been like talking in my head about. Cause like I silver, like the silver tracks. You know they're good. The silver exhaust vents, the engine, or sorry, the intake piping or the exhaust piping. That I like. The store bolter's gonna have silver on it. The auto cannons are gonna have silver. I just don't know about the grill. Gunmetal? Maybe? I just don't know. Into the forever to touch you. 'Cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss your night. I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. the tears that ain't coming. Oh, the moment the truth in your lies. And as everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. I don't want the world to see me. 'Cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. I'm a wee bit late, but I'm here. That's okay, Lexi. It's okay that you're late. No big deal. And I don't want the world to see me. 'Cause I don't think that they'd understand. Everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. Don't want the world to see me. 'Cause I don't think that they'd understand. And everything's made to be broken. I just want you to know who I am. Just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. God, I love that song. It's such a good. I liked the Goo Goo Dolls version of it. It's very lovely. It's very nice. It's very soothing. But this one by Breaking Benjamin and Diamante, Varanas. I love covers. Well, let me take that back. I love good covers. Um, I know we've talked about it, but um, Zombie by Bad Wolf, fucking fantastic. Um, you know, really honorable, respectful cover of Zombie by the Cranberries. If you've never, get the hell out of here, you bot. Haba. Freaking nutritional neurologist, my ass. Abominable intelligence. In the Emperor's name, I ban thee. The only nutritional neurologist you need is, you know, the only nutritional neurologist you will ever need is a can of cornstarch and a commissar telling you to take the trench. You know what's funny is that one of these days, if I ever make it big, some big promoter is going to come into the chat saying, "Hey, I've got an interesting proposition for you. Would you like to do this?" And I'm just going to ban them because I think they're a bot. Uh, rip. Like it's gonna be someone so honest to be like, "Hey, we got this awesome opportunity for you. We really want to hear you. We like your content. Here's our, here's my email, yada yada." And I'm just gonna hit ban, say la vie. If you're a real person, email me. Tell me what color shirt I'm wearing in the email to prove you came from the stream. I so far I haven't been approached email wise from bots. It's always been like these best streamers on this platform, and it's normally .ru or .com or whatever. Yellow, wrong. It was purple. Sorry, I'm a little goofy tonight. No, it's okay. I like it when people are goofy. It's good energy. We need a little bit of silliness in this world today. Whew. Another head hangs slowly. Child is slowly taken. Sorry, my bad. I was looking for a song. What you see, it's not me, it's not my family. their tanks and their bombs and their guns and their drones. Well, now that you brought it up, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm assuming you've been busy. Kind of. Mental health hasn't been the best. I won't disclose here. No, I get it. I get it. Chat with me later. But getting to do soccer has helped a bit. Oh, good, good. I'm glad that 40K is like giving you some respite. Violence causes silence. Must be mistaken. It's the same old thing in 2016. With their tanks. I just need 10 more warriors, scarabs, and some Scorpec destroyers. Well, I hope you get them. I really do. Me too. And 18. All right, decision making time. Do I All right, decision making time because I'm really kind of stuck. Do I put the autocannons on the turret because I think that's better? Or do I put them where they're supposed to go, which is by the door? So by the door,
or by the turret? I'm kind of torn. Because I think it, if it's me, right, this is kind of where I'm at, right, with the Torox. Okay, I'm already somewhat modifying it to be slightly different than a standard Torox Prime because the missiles are going to go Katusha style on top. Because if I put them so it would look like this, it would look like that. It wouldn't be underslung. It would be on top. Ah, son of a bitch. Where did that piece go? I saw it drop. I can't wait to glue them so they don't keep falling apart on me. The only reason why I haven't glued them is because I want to make sure that it all fits. So this is what I mean by Katusha style. Is the missile racks are on top of the armored plate. They are not underslung. They're not underneath because this is the up armored turret. Because if I did them underslung like it's supposed to be, you see uh, the missiles would hit the back of this turret. So this is kind of where I'm debating on putting the autocannons here instead of down by the sides. And the reason why I'm torn on it, let me just hopefully that focuses on it. So the reason why I'm torn on the on putting the autocannon here instead of down there is because if you put the autocannon down here, it's right by the door. And this is something that's like a big pet peeve of mine is that you want to design your weapons platforms in a manner that protects the weapon platform from God, magnets. No, I don't. I don't have magnets. Um, if I did, I would have put them on, but unfortunately, I do not have magnets. So the reason why it's bothering me is making my brain itch is because you wouldn't want your infantry to be piling into your vehicle as enemies are coming towards you, and you wouldn't be want that issue of GW school combat vehicles designs make sense. Impossible. I know. So, and this is kind of why I'm talking about this, so you guys kind of understand my dilemma. You wouldn't want to put because what an autocannon is basically a stronger version of a 50 caliber machine gun, right? Um, Technically, if you were to go by what of its rate of fire and how many times it fires and the caliber of the shell, you're talking about um, an actual like cannon, but it can fire multiple shells. It's almost like a God, what's it's like a 20 millimeter gun. A 20 millimeter gun is an autocannon, basically. Um, oh, excuse me. So you wouldn't want your true patch to be in front of your 20 millimeter gun because as you're laying down on the hammer and your 20 millimeter guns are chattering, your soldiers can't get out and disembark. They have to wait for you to stop shooting in order for them to get out and disembark. Um, there is a back hatch. Um, but given the fact that I would think that that would be done in emergencies and not exfilling out the sides, which is what I think stormtroopers would do, because what you do is you want to if you're getting contact, you want to get out on the cold side. So there's hot and then there's cold. A cold side is where the bullets aren't coming from, right? They're not hitting the side of that particular vehicle, right? So you get out on the cold side and then assault through the warm zone into the fire area. That's like basic troop tactics. Um, and you're reacting to contact at that point. But excuse me, because the driver and the gunner in the Torox would want to return fire and defend themselves, they're not waiting for the infantry to just pile out of the vehicle on the cold or warm side. They're going to be piling out during the firefight. And so having 20 millimeter cannons shooting off as you're trying to pile out, not the most healthiest decision in the world. So, I'm alright. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'd say go with your gut. Well, see, that's the thing is that, you know, I'm already making modifications to it. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. You're right. Go with my gut. I'm already making modifications to it. I might as well just put it on there. Put it on the turret. Okay. Well, if we're gonna do that, then we should at least finish the the not the I can't talk. We're gonna finish the storm bolter. Words are hard. Holy shit. Now the question is, how do I paint it up? Primarily black with silver. Obviously, that's like a no duh, but let me look at my army, which means I gotta go get my phone. Alright. So the way I've done this, I'm just trying to figure out how. Okay, hold on. Hold on, folks. Gotta make it not as jarring. All right. Okay, we're just gonna make a decision on that and see how it looks. Oh man, why am I tired? Well, it is 1 o'clock. It is almost 1 o'clock. I really want to finish this Turox. I know I started late, but I really want to just rock and roll. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Oh man, why am I so tired? Jesus. Okay. Right. We still got time. Could at least finish this guy. that taken care of. Oh, we'll do silver for the barrels at least. Oh man. Oh, I can't be this tired. Come on. I want to paint more, but at the same time, I'm feeling my eyes getting heavy and just shutting down a little bit. Whew. My eyes are getting cross-eyed. Alright, I'm just going to do a small circuit. Alright. Okay, we're not quitting just yet. Not quitting just yet. We're making some sloppy mistakes just because I'm like drifting as I'm painting, but we're not quitting just yet. Mainly because I really want to finish this. I want to finish it. Yeah, that's why I took the night, the night off and worked on my night. Oh, one of the reasons why, anyhow. Well, I'm like literally there. Right. Aha. Oh. knights are just so many sub-assemblies. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, like I can just only imagine you have to do the knights in like chunks. Otherwise you go insane. Ooh. Gold. Ah, damn it. Not again. Whew. I am really, really tired. If I keep dropping big pieces like this. I mean, I also did start the stream late, which is kind of my fault. Because I was like trying to figure out what my computer was doing with its storage. And how I wanted it all stored. Alright. And then gold for the skull. gold up here too. There we go. All right. I had an open Gorilla Glue. Did I foolishly put it back here? No, I don't think so. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. That's right. I had to make some unorthodox repairs. I gotta fix the chair. So we can paint some over some of the mistakes. There we go. Just little tiny bits. There we go. one. Where did the other one go? I didn't drop it, did I? No, I don't think I did. There it is. Oh, well, we knew that that was unsecured. Ah, hmm. Oh, ah. Oh, this one's gonna give me a problem. Okay. And voila. There we go. And that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like, folks. Oh, all right. There's that piece. So that's what it looks like side to side. That's what it's going to look like straight on. I think I like it. I think I like the way it looks. And then just throw these on there. We rotate it. And that's what that looks like. And it looks like I would probably put wheels on this too, but it looks up armored. It looks nasty. It looks like it can carry a bunch of stormtroopers and really just fuck up your day. You know, I like that. I think I like the way it's designed, and I didn't like and I put the if I wanted to, I could put the volley guns down on the other struts, but I don't think I will. All right. Now we're going to work on this. Just trying to think, how do I want this lattice work to look like? It's almost 3 hours. We got a Torox almost done. I want to do the missiles. White. Let's do a white. See what that looks like. Oh, it would probably help if the Torox wasn't in the way of what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to show. Okay. Alright, we'll do the last bit of these missiles. White. And I think I like the white on the missiles. I think that looks good. And we'll just do the red tips. Kind of a traditional. The more I look at it, the more it makes sense. The placement makes sense. Those ammo barrels on the backs of the autocannon could be. Ammo barrels on the backs. So you replaced. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, I like I said, it didn't sit right with me that they would be sitting right. Okay. Now that we're looking at it, it didn't sit right that the autocannons would be sitting right here when this is an egress point and this is an egress point. And yeah, obviously we have this giant back egress thing right here. But realistically, if you want to get out of a vehicle and you want the most amount of protection and you're being engaged by either side, right? Contact left, contact right, all that stuff. If you got contact, contact right, you know, you'd get out on the left side because that's the cold side. That's the side that's not getting hit with rounds. If you're getting hit contact left, you get out on the right side. And that's the side that you're that's the side where you're not going to receive rounds, and you can like pile out and use this as cover and return fire, right? Or your gunner will, as you're piling out, will lay down suppressive fire and all that stuff. Um, yeah, just single egress. Yeah, exactly. And what your driver should not be doing is, if you're receiving contact, right? Your driver should not be, you know, laying down the hammer if you're trying to get into the vehicle. There you go. There's a lot of things I question about the Turok's design. I mean, it's a good design. I don't like the half track, or I don't necessarily like the without the wheels and then the half track. I don't like the half track and half track. You know what I mean? Uh, Enough third-party conversion kits out there to convince me that I'm not the only one. If it was a proper half track, that would help. Yeah, yeah. Yep. All right, there we go. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna end it here because I am drifting really, really badly. Like as I'm painting, my eyes are closing. um, but we made some progress. We got the Turoks painted up. I think what we'll do is we'll do the grill last until I can figure out what I want. We'll do the lights yellow. Um, but yeah, and then we're got to figure out how to do these. I'm thinking we're just gonna do a gray or a sand brown or whatever the hell desert, olive drab. But yeah, I like how it's going. I like how it's turning up, and I was gonna call myself. I'll be on the way to work in 4 hours. Oh, bro. Oh, that's rough. Anyway, but yeah, I like what I've done, and I like the setup, and obviously I'm gonna have to retouch up on some stuff and make it a little cleaner. But I kind of like what I'm seeing, and yeah. So my name is Commissar Hecht. If you guys like what you see, oh, you know what? We're gonna raid somebody. Before we go, we're gonna raid somebody. We're gonna raid someone. We're gonna raid someone. No, it's not. It's not poor life choices. Let's see. We're gonna raid somebody. Let's try Warhammer. Mm, yeah, let's not do that one. What are you doing? Nope. Let's try and get somebody. Let's try and get somebody good. Gundam. We got a Gundam guy. Yeah, we'll do some nids. We'll do some bugs. All right. Alrighty, and here we go.